What is up, guys? This is new System Test 3. I know the old System Test was not very long ago, but, you know, whatever, I like changing things around. So, we got a big change to the system. No, it's not a new panel. We didn't fry this one yet. I've already showed the alarms now. I'd already give it away, but here's everything in our panel. Nothing too interesting, kind of messy. So let's just go on to the new surprise. Let's follow this conduit over, shall we? Bam! A new Firelite, well, not new, but new to us. The Firelite ACC-25/50 Audio Command Center. Or just a kind of a fancy voice evacuation panel. Now, wait, voice evacuation, what happened to the SIGCOM? Well, it's right there, sitting up there on the wall. What happened to that was an internal transformer that SIGCOM was going to charge us over $500 to fix. So, you know, we didn't even pay $100 for the panel. So why would you, it wasn't even that much worth it. It wouldn't have been worth it to pay $500 to fix for just an internal transformer. We really wanted to, we could have fixed it ourselves. But then again, then after that, I was off and on with looking for fire alarm panels. And I stumbled across this one while I was at school because I was so bored I started looking in, you know, related searches, which I found this one on sale for $291 from $650. The reason the seller put it on on sale probably was because it was called Firelite. So you can see where, you know, people probably wouldn't have been able to find it. So, yeah, so this is a really nice panel. I guess I could show you the inside of it. It's kind of odd how the keyhole's on the side of the door. By the way, without that dress panel on, it's just going to be this blank red door. There's no indication that's a Firelite panel. And we have reasons to believe this was never installed on the system because none of these knockouts have been made, except for this one, which we made ourselves. And as you can see, none of the knockouts up there have been made. And by the way, if you know Firelite panels, they have no shortage of knockouts. This came with the dress panel. None of this has been filled out. None of these labels. Nothing was put on here with labels. So let's take the dress panel off. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. Wait. Okay, turn that off. There, go put that back on. This, by the way, is a modular panel. You see, you could have two amplifiers on here. We have only one because that's all it came with. You have a zone splitter module. You can have page modules. And as you can tell, this panel is pretty big compared to our MS10-UD. That's probably because you could probably fit a lot of modules on here. Probably because of all the screw terminals. But other than that, I wouldn't see the reason for it being that big. Because it is really big compared for only this area up here, but I'm not sure. This panel, I'll just be honest with you, it's really nice. You got all the options right there with these dip switches. I'm not sure what every single one of them does. I know these 3 dip switches over here, these first 3 dip switches change the tones. Hang on. There you go. These first 3 dip switches change the tones. On the bottom one, you have tones that can be code 3, steady, chime, slow whoop, and high-low. We have it set on code 3 right now because I kind of like code 3. The chime on this one's very good too. We may just set it on chime, but for this video it's set on code 3. This is the microphone. This is the microphone. It's very good condition. That's one of the also reasons I believe that this thing was never used in the system before. And this microphone, I'll tell you what, it reminds me a lot of work. Because, if any of you know me, I work at this place called King's Dominion. If you don't know what King's Dominion is, on the East Coast, it's one of the best amusement parks on the East Coast. I really like it. And it's about 30 minutes away from us, and I work there. And I work on the volcano. I'm a ride operator. So if you ever see me, just wave at me. And if you know the volcano, I gotta say what's called spiels, which is a message to the riders. And I think they use Shure microphones, and this just so reminds me because the buttons up here, such as, hang on real quick. Okay. Face forward, keep head against header, steering launch, keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the car at all times. Riders, prepare to go 72 miles an hour, not once, but twice. Now, I know that's not like... This definitely does not sound like when it's on the volcano. Because, everything is, like, super loud in there. The speakers and everything. But this... All these are set on 0.25 watts. Very quiet when the microphone's playing over them, but it does still work. You can record your own messages to be played opposed to the default Firelite voice, which I hate. But what are you gonna do? I just haven't figured that out yet. By the way, the default Firelite voice on here sounds like the lady's in panic, and she's recording it on like a 2005 flip phone. I mean, it's just so low quality. I mean, these things aren't supposed to be like really high quality, but come on, people. I guess let's go ahead and show you what we have. We have the Notifier BG12LA right here behind the stopper, and down here at least, all the alarms are these simplex. I don't know the model number, but they're all these simplex 25 volt. I think it's volts because that's what our panel's in. Speaker strobes, and all of them are. And I know that's kind of cracked. These are not in the best condition because we got these for like 60 bucks. By the way, there's a 42, 5120. We got these for like 60 bucks and a lot of 16. Look what they showed up at, like, literally. I've been told they were called, people call these mashed potatoes on this fire alarm group. It's really funny, but anyways, that's the model number if you care to know. I mean, they are very nice speakers, I will tell you that much. There were a few salvageable ones, like this one right here, but the seller should be refunding us here soon enough. Right here, we have the Wheelock RSS 110 Candela, the Silent Night PS-SA single action pull station, and the Wheelock RSS 30 Candela. Right here we have the Elenco 5D pulse station, and if any of you guys know Andrew, or AKA New Age Server Alarm, this is in the RAF category. If you don't know what RAF is, in appropriate terms, it's rare as hell. Here is another one, Simplex 4939167. I think it is. I'm not sure. And right here, I moved the ADT pulse station right here, and we have another one. This one is missing its side, and we don't really need it. The reason we put this one here was because, you know, this is facing the wall, so nobody's gonna really see it. So now let's go up to the garage, because we all know there's one up there, but it's not one of these because it's kind of loud, and we don't want to, you know, scare the neighbors and have them call the fire department and have us get in trouble or something like that. Whatever the case may be. So I put one in the Genesis's, and that's 70 volts or 70 VRM or whatever you want to call it. And this is it right here. By the way, here's the we took the little dual action thingy off the RSGT bar somewhere over there, but took that off. And this is set on its lowest wattage setting, and I think its highest candela. I don't know what it is, because these little thingies that you adjust it with are so cheap. I mean, the first time I moved them, they cracked and fell off. So, not kudos to Edwards, but oh well. So, I guess let's go ahead and pull it from the basement. I'm trying to debate what pull station to use. Because, I mean, I'm not going to really have to get to all pull stations today, because, you know, this is just going to sound the same everywhere. But I guess we'll go to the 425120. Because I like the 425120, and plus these are simplex, so. It's got that high-pitched Firelite voice. These are very weird strobes. Watch.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? The signal you have just heard indicates a report of a fire in this building. Please proceed to the nearest exit and leave the building. Do not re-enter the building unless directed to do so by the proper authorities.
And it's on an infinite loop. You could set these to have the message play back 3 times, 6 times, or 8 times, or infinite. But the weird thing about this panel is that after each, it plays the message like 3, let's say it's set on 3 times. It plays 3 times, then it just turns off. There's no tone after that, which you'd think there would be, but there's not. So I just kept it, put it on infinite. See how quiet this is? Nice and quiet. But loud enough whoever's in here can hear it.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? The signal you have just heard indicates a report of a fire in this building. Please proceed to the nearest exit and leave the building.
You can interrupt the message.
Do not re-enter the building unless directed to do so by the proper authorities.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? This is only a test. Repeat, this is only a test. No evacuation is necessary. Please disregard any signal until further notice. Thank you for your cooperation. And it just goes back to normal. And one thing I like about this panel is on the SIGCOM, if you were to push the speak over do a manual page over the microphone while it's in alarm, it will it'll just play the tone. It won't go back. The voice won't come back on.
Report of a fire in this building. Please proceed to the nearest exit and leave the building. Do not re-enter the building unless directed to do so by the proper authorities.
Silence that. I'm not exactly sure how my brother wired this up, but he did somehow with a simplex relay, I think it was. But no, I think it was actually with this programmable relay, because we have 3 programmable relays on here, which is a nice thing. I guess we can go ahead and reset this pull station. Let's see, what other pull station do I want to activate? Ooh, I really like doing this, because I like... There we go. Guess we can go over to this one. Actually, no, I want to go to the RAF pull station, because we haven't done that in a while. So, go ahead and just... I used to think you actually had to like pull this out or something. I didn't know you actually just pulled it down like that. And I know I sounded like VSDX when I said that out. Alright. Now, let me go get... There's a Phillips head right here.
May I have your attention, please?
I'll leave it going so you guys can actually hear it.
The signal
So you see what I mean by it when it sounds like it's the crappiest microphone this thing's ever recorded on?
Please proceed to the nearest exit and leave the building. Do not re-enter the building unless directed to do so by the proper authorities.
I'm still trying to figure out how this lock thing works on here. Kind of interesting.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention?
Alright, shut that up for now. Let me go ahead and reset this this pull station right here. And that my battery is dying. See if you're wondering, BG12LA, it is still up here. If you're not really sure what a BG12LA is, go to my previous video. It's up there. And we have HVAC area pull-up activated. Panel area pull, main area pull, and then silence the system. NAC 1 silence, NAC 3 silence, and then we can go ahead and reset this. If any of you guys have any questions about this panel, ask me. Feel free. I won't bite. I'll try to answer it as accurate as possible, as I'm not an expert with this panel yet. I hate this microphone. I swear I hate this, how you put it in. But yeah, I'll try to answer it if I can. I'm gonna try to get more voices on here, maybe a Wheelock voice, because I love Wheelock voices. Maybe even try to program our own voice And if you have any requests for different tones or whatever, just feel free, because I want to share them all with you guys, but I don't feel like doing it in this video, so yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Actually, hang on. Thank you guys for watching, and that is it. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? The test has concluded of the fire alarm systems. Again, the test has concluded of the fire alarm systems. Please resume normal activities. I don't know why I said normal activities. Anyways, that is it.